Okay, well, Tales of an Innkeeper. I'm going to shake it up a little bit different this time. I'm going to give you some of the Baron's dating advice on life. Okay guys, you better appreciate this because I'm telling you I'm going to take some major flack on this one. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with her period. See where I'm getting the flack? Guys, you know her period's coming. You know it happens every month. Well, you hope it happens every month. And you're like, dude, she's just crazy. Or sometimes she's just crying and crying and crying. Or other times she's just eating chocolate. And dude, you think that she just ate the Hershey factory. And you're just like insane. And you're like, dude, what can I do? So, for the most part, it's between 7 and 10 days before her period is when the PMS-inflicting woman pretty much has the right to run amok, and it is your job to survive it. Advice to men that hunt and other men that are out there in the world: red equals dead. The most important things you have to remember is when she is absolutely crazy, running amok, screaming, yelling, being that banshee, it's no picnic for her either. So to make it easier for the both of you, the best thing you can do is reduce irritation. It would help with the, ear-splitting yelling. And this would not be a good time to, I don't know, start a fight with her. Duh. Just let it go. So, here's things that I like to keep on hand. I like to have sad movies, kind of like The Notebook, A Walk to Remember, things of that sort. Snacks. Snacks are a must. Dude, just feed her snacks. Think of it like babysitting, in a kind of a low-key form. And then this would be the time that if you have domestication skills, to use them, Maybe do some cooking, cleaning. Tip: at least make sure the bathroom's clean. Like, dude, if you have to get on the internet and find a video to teach you how to clean the bathroom, I would do it. This is the time. Okay, so, this is important. When you're chickadee, or when you're around a chickadee, or when you're around a sister, or a friend, or whatever, if it's a girl, you know this is PMSing. First and foremost, don't point out. Don't point out any of your symptoms. Don't say she's being irritated. That's just, you're pointing it out, and you're risking the chance of those raging hormones being like enraged and coming out on you and just like you're dead, or at least you want to be dead. See, when I refer to her killing you, it's not that she's literally gonna kill you, it's that it would probably be better if she literally killed you. The first thing you need to do is you just need to zip your lips, shut it up, okay, and then hide. Find a place to hide. I don't care where it is. Just hide. She'll find you. Know this. Know this. You can't hide good enough. She will find you. But hide. And then the next thing is just stop talking when she finds you. Just, if I can shut up long enough to make it through a chick surfing the Crimson Wave, you can too. Trust me. And then avoid. I know this is going to sound bad, and women, I know that this sounds horrible, but avoid, avoid, avoid. Just not be in the same room. Because she will find something that you did wrong, and she'll want to kill you. Hey, that's what it is. Find out that your chick is, crazy on the rag, and you just bought that 57-inch plasma TV that's kick-ass for the game. Depending on the girl, I might not bring it home. I might just, bring it over to a buddy's house, because if she doesn't really like that you have a big screen TV, or she doesn't really think the thing, and she's ragging it, you probably, and you bring home the TV and she gets pissed about it, you probably just lost sex privileges for, depends. I don't like to ever lose sex privileges, so I will avoid it at all costs. Okay guys, this is something that I know we don't think about, but this is something important. Reduce her social activities, or maybe not hers, but what you guys are going to do together, like, she wants to feel pretty in a dress, and she complains about feeling bloated and, fat, which don't ever tell her she's fat, unless she is fat. and that's a different story. Yeah, so especially, and so, you just kind of, she doesn't want to be going out to a social event when she's not feeling well. She might not want to go, don't say, let's go rock climbing, because she probably doesn't want to feel like it, or she probably doesn't even want to go camping. You don't really want her to go camping with you either, because it could attract animals. Really look that up if you don't believe me, but the smell could attract far away scary animals, and I just prefer not to have far away scary animals trying to find me. My advice is just remember she's bleeding, and there's a chance that there's red liquid going to be running down her leg, and who wants to be out in public when that happens? So, I know, it would make me crazy too. It's time to focus on her diet. So, my rule of thumb is, if she wants it, figure out a way to make it, get it, give it to her. Don't let your buddies come over and make pizza and beer. It's just a bad idea, because pizza and beer just, yeah. Buddies, pizza and beer. Death to you. That's just my advice. It's something that a lot of guys probably don't realize, but like if you're not living with a woman and you're chilling at her house and you notice what she normally eats, and then you go through her drawers and you go through the cabinets, you notice she's like, these little snacks that are different, don't eat the snacks. Those are like her magic safety snacks for when she's PMSing. If you eat them and then she expects them to be there and she realizes you ate them, dude, you are in like no sex for you for a long time. That's just, hey, I did not learn that the hard way. I was told that from a woman, and I am passing it on to all of you men out there. Remember that. Don't eat the little snacks that don't fit into her normal diet, because those are for special times. Okay, now, some other little things. Now, if you're handy around the house, and, she's feeling crappy, and let's say you've got domestication skills, like you can make beds, you can, do laundry, you can do the dishes, let her chill out, get that done, Clean the house for her, because women like clean houses. So also, if you're not maybe so domesticated, but you can do stuff outside, mow the lawn for her, weed up a little bit, maybe go check her car. This is a perfect time to check a woman's car to make sure it's running properly if she's not doing it. Change the oil, get all this done now. The reason why you want to do this now is there's two reasons. One, because you can get it done, and first off, with cars and yard work, we want our girl to feel pretty in her house, and we want her car not to break down, because that's more work for us later on. And two, she'll really notice if when she's this extreme, and she'll notice that you did really nice things, it'll just, and dude, when you're done, you will get laid. Because she'll, once she's over, and she's just, back on normal, cool girl that and she realized all this cool stuff you did for her, awesome sex for you. Trust me. That is one thing I know by firsthand. In closing, I'm not telling everyone that you need to be walking on eggshells. Some of you are pretty lucky, and your chick you're with is kind of mild, and maybe you only got to do this once or twice a year, that it's really bad. And other of you, dude, you might want to think about an IUD or some other types of birth control to help that level out the hormone levels, not for just the not babies, but for the whole leveling out the hormonal imbalance, crazy change. Now you might be asking, well, how do you know all of this great stuff, Justin? And I'm like, well, hey, I just do. The Baron is all-knowing. I've earned my Red Wings. If you don't know what that means, then it does not really matter, because you don't really want to know what it means. So that's my credit to say how I know how well all of this works. So, the Baron, Tales of an Innkeeper, that is the episode for today.